Get ready with me while I talk about how I learned a new language in under a month. Crazy, I know. So, I've wanted to learn Japanese since I was really young because, unfortunately, I am in fact a filthy weeaboo. And I tried when I was a lot younger, but I just really had a hard time sticking with it because I have pretty severe ADHD. So eventually I gave it up. But this year, I rediscovered learning Japanese through something I really like, which is AirLearn. Not even just AirLearn, but immersive study, learning like a child would, speaking with some of my friends who also learn Japanese. And saying that I fully learned a new language in under a month might be a little bit of a stretch, but I can speak conversational Japanese. I can have a conversation with people. I could survive in Japan if I went there right now. And I think that's crazy. In just under a month that I was able to go from knowing literally nothing to being able to have a full conversation with people. So how did I do that? Well, I mentioned AirLearn earlier. AirLearn is genuinely my favorite app I've ever tried for learning languages. Duolingo did not teach me shit. Duolingo is literally just gamified dopamine seeking that kind of just teaches you vocab words. I can at least say for Japanese, it really won't teach you anything. I know it might be better in different languages, but for Japanese, aren't really going to be able to learn anything from Duolingo if you're learning Japanese. What I like so much about AirLearn is not only does it teach you the sentence structure, but it also teaches you cultural context as you're learning. It also teaches you hiragana and katakana. It even has an upcoming AI tutor feature where you can actually speak to the blue cat in case you don't have an in-person speaking partner to practice your language skill with. You can speak to the cat, which I think is really good. As an introvert, I am not able to speak to people a lot, and if I didn't happen to have a friend that knows Japanese, I would probably be in the same boat. On top of using AirLearn, I also started watching more anime. I already watched a lot of anime with subs, so I did have a good idea of how Japanese sounds, but once I started learning on AirLearn, I actually started learning what each sound means, and that was able to be transferred to learning through hearing. To recap, to learn Japanese conversationally in under a month, what I did was this. Every day, I spent 30 minutes to an hour in the morning learning my new language. I did an hour of AirLearn lessons, and then I would watch an hour or two of anime with subtitles. Sometimes I would even watch American kids shows with Japanese subs, and I would speak to my friend who knows Japanese as often as I could. Like, we made a pact together that we would only speak to each other in Japanese, and that has been the number one thing that's helped other than AirLearn. So take it from me, it is possible if you put your mind to it. Even if you're a very type B ADHD person like I am, it is possible.